everyone's in the NFL jerseys supporting their teams. You know, the fans in America are so fanatical. You look at it on TV and you think, wow, you just want to be there. You know, like Australia has it too of the NRL. You know, those fans in the NRL are crazy over there. You know, like over here, you don't see them as much. And I think because the passion is very low. When it comes to All Blacks, we're all passionate All Blacks, but that's it. You know, so Super Rugby's there. Yeah, we're passionate for our teams, but it's not that hyped. You know, it's not that hyped. But I think it all has to start I think if we want to create a sports culture, I think it has to start at the schools. And having these kind of events is a good start to make that happen. It's like to build that sort of tribalism.
Yeah. With those events not being that successful in New Zealand, I think it's just marketed at the wrong people. Like your real sports enthusiasts some of them will go to the game, but you need to make it attractive for the people that don't know much about the game. But you know, they're like, what's in it for me? So you know, the wives, the girlfriends, and the partners that don't know much about the game, but they just want to be there because everyone's there, right? Yeah. You know, so do something that brings them there, and everyone will follow. And then all of a sudden, once it's busy, it's the place to be. But at the moment, like with sporting events, I went to the Blues game recently, and there was more people probably watching Suburbs on a Saturday. Like, you know,
well, here's an example. For a kid. Here's an example. Like, we've been trying to do these sort of things in the school, and there's always a certain people that just stop it from happening. Like 2 or 3 years ago, we were supposed to have a transformer truck parked at the between the court and the field. There was supposed to be an old boys live band playing on the stage while we invited the food trucks. That covers entertainment. There's no silent spots. That creates a vibe for the community. We invited the intermediate school to come perform their Pacifica group, and if the Kelston could to get their Samoan group or even a few boys to perform. This was like one thing ticking off more than 6 things to attract, like the fundraisers for the 15s traveling, the first 15, and a potential the intermediates, the enrollment start. This game was supposed to align with all of that, and it got thrown out at the last minute, like say the day before, if not that morning of the event, canned. Like to me, it was like, bro, when people go out of their way to set something up like that, it's gonna benefit the school and all these people trying to get into the school, because if you got the mums and they don't want to watch the game because they didn't know any of the boys playing, they'll go eat at the food trucks. Like a percentage of that will come back to the school. But just have like one person just to say, oh nah, it's not happening. Right, that's why a lot of old boys sort of wash their hands off and go, oh, fuck it. We've been trying to help, but when it gets pushed away, it's like, man.
And you're right about creating sports event that will attract non-sports people. Because Winning the Sevens was a perfect example of that. Because everyone went there to get drunk and dress up and have a party, you know. As soon as they stopped the alcohol, then no one came to the games, and maybe the real sevens, people that into sevens were at the games, you know. And there's empty seats everywhere. But 90% of those fans during the Wellington Sevens probably, not there for the rugby, there for the atmosphere.
For the party. Which used to piss me off because I'd always want to get tickets and like sold out in 7 minutes, and then I see on Facebook all the people that are going, you know nothing about rugby, and then they come back and they're like, oh no, I didn't watch any games. I spent all the time in the the concourse and the thing.
But see, imagine if the Blues games were like that every time they have the home game. Like I know in America and the NFL they have the tailgating, where there's barbecues and drinking outside in the car park, and they allow it,
Yeah, we need something like that, man, big time.
I reckon the Blues need to move like to a smaller venue, so move to like Trust Stadium, and then have the number 2 field set up with like the food trucks and some stuff for the kids, like a Ferris wheel, and like what you're saying about the school stuff, man, that'd be good because there's so many guys around our sort of age of younger kids. Like I want to go watch the first 15, but a couple of my kids won't sit there for 2 hours and watch a game. They want to go walk to the dairy or, do something. But if there's something there for them, then, we can be actively involved. Our kids are looked after or busy, and then it's like a family event. It's, everyone will go.
When it comes to like supporting your local, it needs to be a family event. That's why rugby clubs are better for it, because there's always a lounge where kids hang out, you watch movies, the bar's open, and then the toilets are inside the club. It's dry inside the club. It's got a space for everyone. only the diehards are gonna be drinking the piss from the boot of the car watching the game while it's hailing. It's like it's. But yeah, man, I think it's just certain individuals, they just need to be mindful. Like, bro, don't worry about what worry about what you need to worry about, but they worry about the bigger picture. Like, because if it doesn't affect you directly, you don't need to worry about it. But yeah, it's just sad when you try and help and give suggestions and people throw back at you like, oh nah, it probably won't work.
Yeah, you don't know if you don't try it, right?
But exactly, man. But that's why I'm happy you're in the space, because we might be pushing towards the Malu Cup defending, defended against Mags and Liston, bro.
Yeah, that'd be good. Organising. We just played Mags this week at Suburbs, actually.
Yeah.
Well, the second 15 did, yeah. That was quite good, because Kelston have always sort of had a bit of a thing where they don't like to play other Auckland schools, and vice versa. Like, a lot of Auckland schools don't like to play each other pre-season. I don't know what it is, but for me, like, test yourself against the best. I don't know why you don't. We used to do it lots. So, yeah, it'd be good to bring something like that back. Could have it as like a build-up to the best of the West, like the Suburbs Wairemata game or something. Because there's always good crowds at that. Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. It's like, now that you're in that space, like, there's hope. There's a bit of hope. And Sal's got the seconds, there's like a bit more hope. But yeah, like, if it can be done while Zane brings that group up, it'll be, at least we know, but we gave it a go, giving it a try, and this is what we know comes out of it.
That's important, I think it needs to be done, because I think the state of rugby union in New Zealand, especially on the professional level, like Super Rugby.
We already said it,
Super
bro.
Rugby
We
Pacific.
already said it, but like, oh, man.
I don't know what happened to it, but it's not as great anymore, the competition as a whole, the Super Rugby Pacific. And I don't know if it's, it all started when South Africa left. So, and Australian teams, they're not that great, and New Zealand teams, it's better watching games when they play each other. When you have games like Crusaders versus Melbourne Rebels, you're like, oh, turn it over.
I've always thought they should do away with Super Rugby and bring back just the NPC.
Oh yeah,
like just the teams, but strengthen all those teams, make those guys play. So bring that window forward, and then at the end of the year in that NPC window, play like a club championship. So say 2 clubs from Auckland qualify, North Harbour, and they all play off similar to like what they do with the first 15s. And then you play off like so Ponsonby, will play Massey from North Harbour, and then they'll play Mid Northern from Northland, and then that club goes on to plays Fraser Tech from Hamilton or whatever, and then you have like the best club in New Zealand every year. That'd be that would bring people down to the clubs, and then the NPC or that ITM Cup or whatever they call it now, Bunnings or Mitre 10 or whoever's sponsoring it, that'll strengthen that, because that's great stepping stone for young players now. They're going into that, but I still think they need to play club before they play up there. Guys going first 15 straight to Mitre 10 Cup without playing much club rugby.
That's the dynamic of what Joe done, eh? Joe Koseki?
Yeah.
Just like going straight into the ABs, not even played for Auckland. That's where it's like, oh, bro, their blueprint's sort of thrown out the window because there was a guy. Yeah. But Joe was something else, man. Like,
you'll always
didn't come around.
Yeah.